Alright, Bike Basher here. It's mid-January 2026. I got no mud on the tires. I've been riding the trails. Are very surprisingly really beautiful conditions. A little slippery out there, but I'm coming off a little surgery about 5 weeks ago, so I'm going to take it easy, but I did want to show you the full GNCC PMX Moto loop that we built. We're running Moto on the Stark Varg with 25 horsepower and 70% regeneration. When I get to the Moto part of the track at the end, I'll flip it to mode 3, also with 70% regeneration. We're at 25 minutes currently and 6 miles on today's ride, so let's go have some fun. Silence is gold. Run handbrake on both the front and the rear, and I love it. It keeps my feet where they're supposed to be on the pegs. I've gotten used to it, and I usually use one finger on each brake, and that's all you need. There's an off in there, 25 horsepower is plenty for these trails. You can see they're kind of tight in spots. And then when you open it up, obviously some 35 would give you a little more zip, but it's got a lot of acceleration and conditions are dry and I can get some grip. That's pretty fast today. Ground was completely frozen yesterday. I hiked in the morning these trails and it was frozen. I got the suspension working really good, playing with the kickers. Stark Varg EX with medium suspension. The easiest bike to ride I've owned in 56 years of riding motorcycles. 56. I started when I was 4. I have some nice bikes that I could choose to ride today, but every single time, this is one of the reel out of the garage because it makes me feel young again. Plenty fast. Couple little log obstacles I built because I am not a woods guy and I'm working on some skills. I'm not even a motocross guy anymore. I just like road bikes and anything on 2 wheels, mountain bikes, road motorcycles. I'm heading to Australia in a few weeks to do some adventure touring on big BMWs, and I thought post surgery I'd get out here and get a little bit of my skills and my sharpness back. No better way to do that than riding in the woods, especially when it's slick out. Making it a little easy, of course, but I'm still making some decent time. And I haven't used the GoPro camera in so long, I don't remember how to do all of it, so hopefully this video comes out, and hopefully I can get the video uploaded on YouTube. Probably going to be about, I don't know, 8.5 minutes or so, maybe a little longer. And I could break it into some chunks, see how all that stuff works out. little slicker down here in the bottom section, but honestly, not bad for today. Just maybe the ground's a touch frozen. It's about 50 degrees, but it's probably still falling from yesterday. A little KB bridge, I call it. Stand up good over the air. Take a look through there a little bit. And hook off and get us in the track. A little hill climb. First thing I find with the Stark is I'm really learning to use my body position more, my balance, my feet. Rarely, if ever, I try to make it never come off the pegs, maybe for a little side balance, but I want to get rid of that habit of ever putting a foot down. That is the number one rule of all things motorcycles, in my personal opinion. All the injuries I've had over the years, and I've had some doozies, and people I know putting their damn foot down and getting caught on something, jamming a knee, taking a foot and ankle. That's what I just had the plate taken out for. When my Garnet boot went left, and my leg and the bike went straight, and the pin popped out of the boot, and now the rest is surgical history. 10 years I had that plate in my leg, and it started bothering me this last year. So I got an amazing surgeon who did a simple thing with me and pulled that out for me, and I've been rehabbing it in the gym. I'm feeling pretty good. Hopefully strong enough to handle a BMW 1250 RT round a gold plate from Australia here in a few weeks. Turn track out today. It's, let's just say, a little muddier than, a little deeper than I want, but when the main track's too dry, that's a fun place to rip. Now I'm in another section of the woods. I'm climbing here, so I keep talking to the camera. More than enough motor. I'm quarter throttle most of the time on this thing. One finger on that rear brake to kind of guide me around the turn sometimes. That's my favorite rut to try to get into without taking my feet off the fence. Here's where we branch off. Right continues on the trail. But we're going to go do a lap around the PMX motocross track as well for the full GNCC experience. And before I'll flip it to mode. See. Because on the track, more open, the jumps are a little bigger. That's what I'm doing. Right, here we go. Oh, it's a little more. Look at that motor just swinging along.